Hi everyone, this is Arohi, and in this video I'll take you through the practical implementation of Inception version 3. See, I'll explain each and every line of this implementation, so keep watching. And we'll also recommend you to go through the video on Inception version 1 and version 3. Link is given in description section, because before understanding this code, it is my recommendation to you to understand what is Inception version 1 and Inception version 3. And in the videos which I've mentioned in description section will make you understand the whole logic behind Inception model. So I think now we are good to go. So let's start with the coding part. See, the key innovation of this Inception model is this Inception module. Alright. See, this block have the block, orange block. So this is basically a thing, this is basically a block Inception module, which is a key innovation for this Inception model. So what this block is saying, so in this block we are having 3 convolutional layers stacked parallelly, right? So this is the first convolutional layer, second convolutional layer and third convolutional layer, and then we have a max pool layer. These layers are stacked parallelly and every layer have different sized filter. First convolutional layer have a filter size of 1 by 1, second convolutional layer have a filter size of 3 by 3, and third convolutional layer have a filter size of 5 by 5, and then we have a max pool layer and window we are using is 3 by 3. And these all layers are stacked parallelly, and then we are concatenating their results over here. Alright, so basically, see, with the help of this parallel filters, right, our algorithm is learning at multiple scales. So now let me show you the code for this Inception module, means what to write, how to write code for this Inception module. So for that I have created a function. So I have created one function with the name of Inception module, and these are the required parameters. What all parameters I'm giving over here is x means input, f1, f2 and f3. So f1 means number of filters for first layer, f2 means number of filters for second layer, and f3 means number of filters for third layer, right? And then I'm creating this one line code. We see we are having only single line of code for one layer. So I have a variable with the name of con1, and over here I want to create a convolutional layer, and f1 means number of filters for first layer. F1 over here means we want these many filters of size 1 by 1, because we are using 1 by 1 filter size over here, right? So later on we'll assign values to f1 and f2 and f3, but over here you just need to understand. Let's suppose if the f1 is 32, that means we want 32 filters of size 1 by 1 and padding same, and we want to use activation function ReLU over here, and then we are applying input to it, right? So now let's write the code for second layer. Second layer is having filter size of 3 by 3. So I have created one variable with the name of con3, and again I'm calling con2d over here because I want to create a convolutional layer. f2 means number of filters for second layer, and we want, suppose f2 is 64. So that means we want 64 filters of size 3 by 3, and we want to use padding same, and activation function I want to use is ReLU, and we are applying x to this also. See, we are applying x to first layer also, we are applying x to second layer also, and we are applying x to third layer, and then we are applying the same x, the input, to max pool. See, why we are applying same input to all the layers? Because input to all these layers are the output from previous layer. So the from previous layer, suppose the output is x, so x is going to first layer also, here also, here also and here also, right? So that's why we are giving x, we are applying, we are inputting that x to every layer. Alright, so this is the code for first 3 layers. Now then we have a max pool layer. So I have created a variable with the name of pool, and I'm calling max pool 2d over here. And if you remember from this picture, the slide size, the filter size we are using for max pooling is 3 by 3 with stride 1 and padding same. Now once we have created the code for all of these, then we need to concatenate the results over here. So for that I have created one variable with the name of out, and concatenate this I have imported from a module, and we are concatenating the results over here. These are 4 variables which I have used above for storing different layer information, and then we are returning out. So this is the code for the inception block. Alright, so now let me show you the layer structure of inception version v3. So see, the inception version v3 accepts the input of size 290 by 299 into 299 into 3. 3 means number of channels, means colored image. Height and width should be 299 into 299, right? This should be the input. And this input is then going to a convolutional layer, right? Over here we are having 3 convolutional layers. See, first convolutional layer will have a filter size of 3 by 3, and we want to have 32 such filters with stride 2. Alright, means first convolutional layer will have 32 filters of size 3 by 3 with stride 2. And then we have second convolutional layer which will also have a filter size of 3 by 3, and we will have 32 filters of size stride 1 with stride 1. Alright, and then again we will be having the third convolutional layer where we are going to have the filter size of 3 by 3, and we are going to have 64 such filters with stride 1. Alright, and over here if you'll see, I've written B and R. B means batch normalization and R means ReLU activation function. Always remember, in inception version 3, every convolutional layer will have batch normalization and ReLU. Alright, so over here I've just explained you the 3 layer of code, right? And then we have a max pool layer. The window size is 3 by 3 and stride is 2. And then we have a convolutional layer where the filter size is 1 by 1, and we are going to have 80 such filters with stride 1, and this is again batch normalization and ReLU. As I've just told you, every convolutional layer in inception version 3 will have batch normalization and ReLU. Let me show you the code for this first of all, then we'll move forward with the rest of the layer structure. So over here, first of all, what we need to do is we need to create our own convolutional, we need to create one function for creating a convolutional layer. Why? Because in this particular network we want to apply this batch normalization and ReLU also, and by default which conv2d function we import directly from Keras or TensorFlow, that doesn't have this batch normalization and ReLU by default. Alright, so that means right now I'm just now showing you a function which will create a convolutional layer which will have function for this batch normalization and ReLU. So let me show you that. So the function for that is this. I have created one function with the name of conv2d underscore bn, and x means input, filters means number of filters we want to have, numRow and numCol means size of height and width of the filter, means you're going to have 3 by 3 filter or 4 by 4 filter, right? And this filters means how many such filters you want to have, and padding I want to use same, and stride is 1. Alright, so I'm writing a code over here. So first of all, I'm importing a conv2d from layers, right? And then over here we are mentioning how many filters we want to have and what is the size of that filter, and strides is equal to stride means by default the stride size we have given over here is this 1 by 1. Padding is this padding same, and we are applying input to it. Once we run the convolutional layer, in second line see I'm performing batch normalization. Alright, and in third line I'm performing activation function, and I'm performing batch normalization on axis 3. Axis 3 means I want to perform batch normalization on number of channels. Alright, and then we are applying activation ReLU function, and then we are returning the value of x. So this is the function which will create a convolutional layer with batch normalization and ReLU activation function as per earlier, with batch normalization and ReLU activation function. Alright, so one more thing to tell you. So these are the now important parameters. See, input I've just told you, a network will accept an input of this size, and we are going to have 1000 output classes. Now why we are going to have 1000 classes, output classes? Because we have trained Inception version 3 on ImageNet, a part of ImageNet dataset, means on 1000 images we have trained this Inception version 3 on ImageNet dataset with 1000 different classes. So that's why output layer will have 1000 neurons, and these are the weights of those 1000 different classes. Alright, and channel access 3 means I have stored this number of channels in a separate variable, and you have already cleared about this con2d function. Alright, now let's start with the code. So what we have, first of all, input, and then we will be having 3 convolutional layers. First layer will have 32 filters of size this, second layer will also have 32 filters, and third layer will have 64. Let me show you this now. See, so x conv2d underscore bn. So this is the function we have created for convolutional layers, right? So we are giving img underscore input. What is img underscore input is having? This, the input shape of our data. So first layer will have 32 filters of size 3 by 3 with stride 2. See, this is what we have mentioned over here. 32 filters of size 3 by 3 with stride 2. So we have, I have created the first row, first layer. After, when the input will go through this first convolutional layer, the size of image will become this much. Alright, so why 32 at the last? Depth is 32, number of channels are 32 now. Why? Because we have applied 32 filters on it, and the number of filters, this depth, number of channel or depth is always dependent on the number of filters. Alright, and then again we have a convolutional layer, and over here 32 filters of size 3 by 3 with stride 1. Stride is not mentioned over here, that means stride is 1. And then we have again third convolutional layer where we are having 64 filters of size 3 by 3. See over here. Let me show you. Third convolutional layer will have 64 filters of 3 by 3 with size stride 1. Alright. After that we are having max pool layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3 with pooling with stride 2. So this is what we have done over here. From layers we are importing max pool 2D layer, and we are using a filter size of 3 by 3 and stride is 2. And after this layer our image size is this 73 into 73 into 64. Alright, so now what is next? Now we have written the code till this line, right? Now let's talk about the next layer. Now we want to have a filter size of 1 by 1, and we want to have 80 such filters with stride 1. Again batch normalization and ReLU is there. So this is what I'm doing over here. 80 filters of size 1 by 1, right? And after this layer our output would be this. And next layer, now next layer have 192 filters of size 3 by 3 with stride 1. So again we are having 192 filters of size 3 by 3. Alright, and then again we are having, after that we are having max pool layer where we are using window size of 3 by 3 and stride 2 by 2. Alright, and the size of image will become this now. So till now, if you see this architecture, so we have worked till now. Okay, from here the inception version, inception model work will start from here. So you will see over here inception A. So guys, if you are familiar with the two videos which I've just told you, that video will tell you theoretically what is inception A. In this video I'll explain you the code related to inception A, but why we are writing that particular code, what is inception A, what is reduction A, what is inception B and reduction B and inception C, means if you want to understand the concept theoretically and logically, then you need to go through the videos in the description section which I mentioned in description section. But don't worry, in this video I'll explain you the code, means what is the code we have written in this inception A, reduction A and inception B, whatever it is, right? So now if you'll see over here, I have mentioned inception block A, and we need to repeat this task for 3 times, means inception A and then again inception A block and then again inception A block. So that is same implementing over here. See, in these 3 lines, inception block A, inception block A, inception block A. So I've repeated that code 3 times because as per our layer structure we need to repeat it for 3 times. And that inception block A, I have created a function with the name of inc_block_A. That particular block is storing the code for inception block A. Let me show you that block now. So what inception block A is doing? So see this picture. See, what we are saying over here is, instead of having 5 by 5 filter size, means instead of having a convolutional layer which is using a filter size of 5 by 5, let's use, instead of this 5 by 5 filter, let's use 2 convolutional layers and each of them will have a filter size of 3 by 3. Now why we are doing like that? So if you multiply 5 into 5, so how many parameters we are getting? 25, right? So what we are saying is, instead of having one convolutional layer of filter size of 5 by 5, let's have 2 layers. Each layer will have a filter size of 3 into 3, right? So when you multiply 3 into 3 2 times and then you are adding it, so how many number of parameters we are getting? 18. So number of parameters are lesser than this 5 by 5 filter size, right? So that means number of parameters reduced by 28%. So this is the main logic of inception block K, to reduce the number of parameters, because if you reduce the number of parameters, that will reduce the computational resources, that will your computational resources will become cheaper then, right? So this is what we are doing. Instead of having one layer of 5 by 5, we are using 2 layers of 3 by 3 filter size. So let me show you the code for that. I'll show you the code for this. See what we are having over here. We are having one layer of first layer, convolutional layer, where we are using filter size of 1 by 1, and then we are having another layer where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1, and then the result of it is going to a next layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3, and over here again we are using a filter size of 1 by 1 in first convolutional layer, and the result of that will go to the other 2 layers over here. Each will have a filter size of 3 by 3, and over here we are having a max pool layer where we are using a filter size, a window size of 3 by 3, and then we have a 1 by 1 convolution filter over here, and then we are concatenating the results. Again, why I'm using this 1 by 1 convolutional filters over here? For that you need to see the previous videos. Now let me show you the code for this. So this is the code. I have created a function with the name of inst block A, and x is the input to it. So this is a first variable, and what we need to do first of all, this, we want to create a convolutional layer. If you remember, we are using the function which we have created for convolutional layer, because this is our customized convolutional 2D layer function, because we want to use batch normalization and ReLU activation function, and that we have created in this function. So we are applying input to it. X means input. Number of filters. How many filters we want to have? 64 filters. And every filter would be of size 1 by 1 because the first convolutional layer is having a filter size of 1 by 1. So what we are doing over here is if we want to create a convolutional layer, input we are giving it through this X, and we want to have 64 such filters of size 1 by 1. Alright, and now let's talk about this. Now again we are creating a convolutional layer and we are saying we want to have 48 filters of size 1 by 1. 48 filters of size 1 by 1. Alright, and in next layer over here we are writing convolutional layer. Now we want to have 64 filters of size 5 by 5, right? And then this is for one block, one layer structure. Now we are having a next variable branch 3 into 3 dbl, means 3 by 3 double, creating a convolutional layer, and I want to have 64 filters of size 1 by 1, right? And then again if you'll see over here, we want to have 96 filters of size 3 by 3. Again we want to have 96 filters of size 3 by 3. So this is the case we are talking about. First of all, we are having a convolutional layer where we have a filter size of 1 by 1 and we want to have 64 such filters. And then we have two convolutional layers, and in each layer we want to have 96 filters of size 3 by 3. Instead of using that 5 by 5 filter, what we are using over here is two convolutional layers with filter size of this. Alright, and code completed for this part also. Now let's talk about this, means max pool and then 1 by 1. So this is what we are doing. We are calling max pool layer. Filter size is slide, means the window size is 3 by 3, stride is 1, and after this pooling we are using a convolutional layer where we are having a filter size of 1 by 1. Again that's what we are doing, 32 filters of size 1 by 1, and then finally we are concatenating their results over here. So layers.concatenate, we are using this concatenate method from layers, and we are concatenating all the layers. These are the variables in which we have executed the codes, right? And then we are returning the results. So this is the code which is present in inception block A. This is a inception block A. And why we are having such code, why we are having this kind of layer structure, that you can understand from the videos which I have given in the description section. Alright, so I have written the code for inception block A. So now we are again back to our layer structure. So I hope you understand inception block A code now. After that we are using a reduction block A. Let me show you through the layer structure. After this inception block A, our code is executing this code, reduction A. Now let's see what is there in this reduction A. So this is a reduction block A. Okay, so what we are doing over here is we are having one max pool layer with a window size of 3 by 3. Then we have one convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3. And then we have a convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1. And after that, the result of which will go to the next layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3, and we are having two such layers into 2. Means after this 1 by 1 convolutional layer, we are having two convolutional layers, and then we are finally concatenating the results, right? So let me show you the code for this. So this is the code. So the code name is, I have created one function with the name of reduction block A, right? So we just need to follow this architecture. First of all, we want to have a max pool layer. Max pool layer, okay. See, there is no matter whether you are writing that thing first or last. I have written the code for max pool over here. Max pool, and we are using a filter size of 3 by 3. And then we are having a convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3. So this is the code, 3 by 3 filter size, and we want to have 384 such filters with stride 2. And then we are having a filter, we are having a layer, convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1, and then 2 layers with 3 by 3 filter size. So first layer with filter size of 1 by 1, and we want to have 64 such filters. Then first layer of size 3 by 3, and then second layer of size 3 by 3, and we want to have 96 such filter for both the convolutional layers where we are using 3 by 3 filter size. And then we are having max pool layer, which I've just shown you here. And then finally we are concatenating the results. Again, these all are the variables which I have used here, and we are concatenating the results of all the layers over here and then returning the results. I hope this code is clear. See, this code is very simple. We are just following this picture and we are writing, layer structure as per this image. All right. So as per this layer structure after inception A, we are having reduction A, and the code for reduction A I have just explained you. Then we are having inception block B, and we need to repeat it how many times? 4 times. Okay. Now let me show you. First of all, I'll show you the layer structure. See, this is reduction block A. After that, we are using inception block B, and how many times we need to repeat it? 4 times. All right. Now let me show you the code of what we have written in this inception block B. So this is a code for inception block B. See, what we are doing over here is basically, this is what we are doing over here. We are factorizing a filter. We are having a filter of size 7 by 7, and we are factorizing it into a asymmetric factorization we are performing over here. What we are doing over here is we are factorizing it into a asymmetric filter of size 1 into 7 and 7 into 1. And this is the layer structure for this. First of all, we are having a layer, convolutional layer, where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1. Then we are having an average pool layer, right? And then after that, the output of which will go to this convolutional layer, where we are having filter size of 1 by 1. And here we are using two more parallel convolutional layer. Each will have a filter size of 1 by 1. And then we are performing a factorization, asymmetric factorization on, instead of having one convolutional layer with a filter size of 7 by 7, we are having a 2 convolutional layer with a filter size of 1 by 7 and 7 by 1. And over here also we are performing a symmetric factorization on 7 by 7 filter size with, see, there are 2 convolutional layers. Into 2 means this will repeat, means 7 into 1 convolutional layer, 1 into 7, again these 2 layers, right? Then we are concatenating their results. So let me show you the code for it. So this is what we are doing. Let me show you. First of all, we are having a first convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1, and we want to have 192 such filters. And then we are having a next layer where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1, and we want to have 128 such filters. This code I'm showing. Max pool I'll show you in the last line of this code. Right now I'm showing you this code. Okay. So what it is? First of all, convolutional layer with the filter size of 1 by 1, and then convolutional layer with the size of 1 by 7 filter, and then another convolutional layer with the size of 7 into 1 filter. So this is what we have done over here. And this 128, 192 simply means we want to have these many filters of size this much. Okay. Now let's talk about this part. So what is happening over here? One layer of size 1 by 1. Then we will be having 4 layers of size 7 into 1, 1 into 7, 7 into 1 and 1 into 7. See over here. 4 layers. 7 into 1 filter size, 1 into 7 filter size, 7 into 1 filter size, 1 into 7 filter size, and 128, 128 and 192 are the number of filters we want to have. And prior to that, we are having a filter size of 1 by 1, and we are using 128 such filters, and we have created a convolutional layers. Alright. And then finally we are creating a code for this. We are average pool layer, and then we are concatenating their results. I hope this is also clear to you. So we are repeating this code 4 times over here. right? After that, we are having a reduction block B now. Now, let me show you through this diagram. We have just understand the code for this, right? Now, the next part is reduction block B. Now, what is reduction block B? So, this is the reduction block B. So, consider this picture. See, first of all, we are having three parallel processes over here. So we are having a max pool where we are using a window size of 3 by 3, and then we are having a convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 1 by 1, and after that we are using another convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3, and parallelly we are having a one convolutional layer with size of 1 by 1, and then we have a series of convolutional layer with these filter sizes, and finally we are concatenating the results. So I have created a function for it, reduction block B, and in this function I have just written the code for this, right? So again, as I've just told you in my previous function also, that code for max pool I'll be writing at last. First of all, this is the first thing which I'm doing over here. First convolutional layer with the filter size of this, and then this. So first convolutional layer will have a filter size of 1 by 1, and we are going to have 192 such filters, and then we are having a filter size of 3 by 3 for this particular convolutional layer, and we are having 320 such filters over here with stride 2 by 2, right? And then now we will write 4 different line. We will create a code for 4 different convolutional layer by using these filters. So this is what I've done over here. And then finally we are using a max pool where we are using a window size of 3 by 3, alright, and then finally we are concatenating the results. This is what this is a code for reduction block B, right? After this reduction block B, now let's go to the layer architecture again. Reduction block B, this is what we have. Inception block C. Now I'll show you the code for inception block C, and this we need to repeat twice, and after that we are going to have a global average pool layer, and then this is a fully connected layer where we are going to have 2048 neurons, and we are performing ReLU activation function, and this is a final layer, our classifier, and we are using softmax. S means softmax activation function over here, which will be having 1000 neurons. Why 1000 neurons? Because we have trained our algorithm on ImageNet, a part of ImageNet dataset, where we are using training our dataset on 1000 different classes. So for every class we are going to have 1 neuron. So that's why we are having 1000 neurons, right? So let me show you the code for inception block C now, and we need this code twice. So if you will see the layer architecture, see inception block C, and again we have called inception block C, and then we are calling global average pool over here, and then finally we are having a dense layer. And if you remember, this classes variable is having 1000 value because we are going to have 1000 different classes, and the activation function we are using softmax over here, right? So these two things are clear. Now let me show you the code for this inception block C. So the inception block C says, okay, this is an inception block C. See, this inception block C says, instead of using a convolutional layer where we are using a filter size of 3 by 3, use 2 convolutional layers and factorize this 3 by 3 filter size into a asymmetric filters of size 1 into 3 and 3 into 1. Now why we are factorizing this 3 by 3 filter into these two different filters? Because if we'll multiply 3 into 3, how many parameters we are getting? 9. But after factorizing it, after performing this asymmetric factorization, if you'll multiply this and if you'll add the parameters, you will get 6. So over here a number of parameters are again getting reduced, and I've already told you what we want is we want to reduce the number of parameters so that we can reduce the computational resources cost. Okay, so this is what we are doing, and this is the code for it. So what we are doing is, over here earlier we were using a filter size of 3 by 3, right? But instead of using a 3 by 3 filter, what we are using? Asymmetric 2. We are using 2 separate convolutional layers with the filter size of this. Means instead of using one convolutional layer of size 3 by 3, this is what we are using. And here also, instead of using 3 by 3 convolutional layer, we are asymmetrically doing it. So now I'm not explaining the code for this, I'm just showing you the code for it. So I have created a different convolutional layers as per this particular picture, right? So you need to create one convolutional layer for this, and then for this you need to write 2 convolutional layers for this, right? And then this is how you can write, this is the function for this particular inception block C. So this is how you can create your own inception V3 version. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any doubts, you can comment me and you can ask your queries. And if you like this video, then please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.